You are bushing for me more by the back in Sports or YouTube, King Sports, TikTok. Because of when the master they be I'm showing video, most share like never subscribe it, then you may in echo so. The wish for a name ready, I may share Ghana Blaster just here, name so Ochina Ghana versus England, a second match. Our 2020 World Cup no eba so China Ghana versus England. The busuafo yebeka ya first match no goalkeeper Lawrence Ati Zigi prior nti after first half with Panama no ufirimu ema Benjamin Asare ebeda post no mu. Na busuafo na nkrofo bebree contemplate say ne ho beto no ema na start game no ana say Benjamin Asare start game no. Nti na saa nkomodidie nyina ekoso who to start the game against England. Na busuafo enayimre a me no ka say me siso aka cho say Lawrence Ati Zigi fit to start the game against England. Yes. Misisu Akacho say Lawrence Ati Zigi fit to start the game against England unless the management and I say the coach do otherwise. Say Sakrabia ma naka say ye fitness and form Jumadia Lawrence Ati Zigi is fit to start the game against England because training session Ekosubiano will take pass. He's been participating in the training session now. Ekoso our Black Stars Air Camp our US. Until update I want to say Lawrence Ati Zigi fit say obe start the game against England. If you want to players and also be akasa Thomas Partey so where they are to just say nani beji pass obe started the first game and also obe born the first game of World Cup against England. Nani je esa sadie no ebebemu Thomas Partey kasa the captain of the team Jordan Ayew also edi nkomo so no wish any the die so no say Ghana betumi share England near to qualify to the next stage of the competition. Brandon Thomas Asante and also Kasai find a performance against Panama and what is looking for or what is looking ahead against the England or the Three Lions. Also Edin Komo for home. Your friend is saying our left back. What is the name? And also Eddie Nkomo akasa bebre Eddie afa the England versus Ghana the match na eba so nti players ni bebre Eddie Nkomo players ni bebre Eddie Nkomo afa the match between England and Black Stars of Ghana ochina eba so na abusuafo nkomodi a yedi ne kasa brain Richardo Suarez Pepe won nkyeremu bebre abra na omni players no interviews United States of America na players no edi nkomo afa Black Stars match no ho abusuafo momre nkoti abra na omudi nkomo any Pepe so the update from the camp of the Black Stars Lawrence Ati Zigi also this update in everything. Abusuafo me nkwohwe sa video no emre sisi ya besa
major thing ye pese kan say Black Stars team na bizapan no obi aye fit Ati Zigi na doubts kakra because and now about 45 minutes went man to aso 2-1 to aso nanya 7 ni modimo na nso ni ene yi na film na Ati Zigi apeke a knock and based on sa knock na wa peke no ene ma coach decided say wamu yi Lawrence Ati Zigi aba na SM Abrante di Benjamin Asare akwa replace no that was the first thing the only player na bizapan ne ho enshada emfa no ewo Black Stars aswe
okay
but enra ye kire ye na chiefo no say Ati Zigi na betodwa ne World Cup dream ni over Ati Zigi pra and Ati Zigi kura bafie or 4 months out. We did our best to dispel our rumor and say there was no iota of truth in it. It's say na Ati Zigi ye training ankasa ewo Black Stars one campo and he had a special session with coach and afi physio for na or yes special session with them Kabiru you know you sound a free mo and they bet me that to say Ati Zigi group training. And the information yɛde ma tie for no say na wɔnom ɛkɔ akɔtwa last anaso mo last test and scan ne nneɛma no ɛnura enwumere busapanyi ɔmo kɔɛ no doctors ni wie bibia no ɔmo free Ati Zigi no sasa na yɛ kwama doctor free doctors ni free Ati Zigi wie no ɛna wɔnom ɛde tu dwa sɛ abrante no ɛyɛ fit and available.
Wow.
It's a Black Stars final training session. And that is Lawrence Ati Zigi. Wano ena yeah bobo no watching.
Wow.
Ati Zigi no kwa samne say ni plan busapaden ni film baby. E kwanya sa picture na kabi na wo. Kevin player no so ko hey. Ko fam from Kevin. Panama
eso ko share. That's it.
Ena yi na no be hwe o ntini film na Ziggy, our difficulty. Good news, you better be there too, Jan say Lawrence Ati Zigi, after treatment of the man, any piano. Doctors now confirm say, or a fit.
Okay.
And now me chilem say, and yes, Black Stars coaches, you know. One any GDA ewo Benjamin Asarim, or more GDA would name if Ati Zigi a fit, he's the number 1 for the World Cup. I say,
yeah.
And yes, you trust we send your money wako. So I'm on trust na no command for them second half. Name ewo omu books no no. Omu number 1 goalkeeper. Goalkeeper the thing added Lawrence Ati Zigi. And if doctors I say Ati Zigi 100% fitter. I'm saying Ati Zigi ena ebebo games no. If he's 100% fit, one no any big abo game no ade ama Oma anything at the Ghana. So that is the latest information. You bet to me at the Atuja at the Ama yen a team for say already at the Lawrence Ati Zigi. And for those of us one more sharing Facebook or share wa 87.9 on Facebook and also and say all the 4 goalkeepers training na your focal point no pra intina untimi enye training e nkofo adwenem a wono etima train so Lawrence Ati Zigi the penny or fit so e wa enya samketwa.
Nice one.
Now Thomas Partey dinkomo Partey akasa players Gideon Mensah akasa captain Jordan Ayew no adinkomo
Brandon
every
Thomas
Black Stars training
yeah
enti maminye mana say odi on baba wi na fe yet more fillers and details every Black Stars as you know at the abre yen ahwe for them champion.
Okay, Pepe. But that's so Agwaba.
I was having you so.
Na oh yeah.
Nyame adom.
Enti maminye mana say odi on baba wi na fe yet more fillers and details every Black Stars as you know at the abre yen ahwe for them champion.
Okay, Pepe. But that's so Agwaba.
I was having you so.
Na oh yeah.
Nyame adom.
Okay, where is that to?
Dabi.
Okay. All right. So it's also in the house. Now, so the Pepe a kind of BB a coso come and join you on Facebook at Akoma 87.9 FM. We want to give the trainer or he's as fit as fiddle. Now, Thomas Tepati Akasa T Paten Komwa. What do you do, Blasters?
I think I'm not the only one who played there. There are still players who are playing there, and I think it's about team collective play. We have to, work on our way of play and try to, compete with them.
And on the weather, it's been quite hot. There's been talks about how it favors African teams. England have been training in Kansas to be able to adapt very well. What do you make of the climate? Do you think it gives you an advantage and an edge in such a match like this?
Well, I don't know. We train here, and I don't wake up to check the weather. So I think we have to go there and enjoy. We have to, try and enjoy because we are here to, play. That's what the World Cup is about, to compete and then to give some joy to your country.
And Thomas, for you, on a physical level, you potentially play your first game against England. How do you prepare yourself for that?
Well, by training, I think everything is mental. You have to, be ready. Whatever the minute that your body can go through, you just give your best, and that's it.
Thomas, there are a lot of people who kind of feel like you have a point to prove because you haven't played a lot of club games like you did previously. Do you feel that you've got it in you to actually prove that you're still at the same level or maybe even better now?
Well, I think it's not about personal achievement. We are going to play a game of football. We are 11 players. We are a team. We have to play as a team, and individually, if I can, get my best game, I'll be happy. But at the end of the day, it's the whole team that need to, be at the top level to be able to achieve what we want to achieve.
Thomas, I know you have a game to focus on, but how much are you looking forward to seeing the likes of Dak, Bakayo, again? And you still keep in touch with them all?
Yeah, I'm really happy to see them again. I hope they're going to bring their best and try to, give ourselves also the opportunity to play against the best and try to compete and enjoy the game.
Well, Thomas, Party, and Okasa Afa in the first game of 2026 World Cup against England. Okasa, the West Pan say Obenya, the best game Basunum. Now, Captain Jordan Ayew, and so Akasa Afa Ghana and England. Jamia Dumachna 8 p.m. and a game no bus here. The live commentary every free Joan Pub Abro. Say Anna Thomas say Anna Jordan Ayew answer the two.
Of course, it's an achievement and everything like that, but when you're in a big tournament like this, you don't think about all those things, But like I said, I can only thank God, I can only thank my family, and thank the Ghanaians for their support as well. So, there's still more to come, and we keep going in the tournament, and I'm not really focused about that. The most important thing for me is to focus on the team and make sure that we perform.
And also in the process, you became the oldest player ever to play for Ghana at a World Cup. I know it's a quote-unquote meaningless record, but in the context of the fact that you're playing with younger generation, younger players, what does that mean to you now?
Just means that I have a different role, and I'm trying to execute it as best as I can. And we have a good group, and they listen, they try to take advice, and the most important thing is that at the end of the day, you have to. It's still about us performing on the pitch, and that's what we care about.
And just one last one on. In the World Cup qualifiers, we got about 6 goals from set pieces. England are also very strong at set pieces. There's like 2 very strong teams at set pieces coming together. What's your initial remark on this, and do you think it can be the difference in such a game?
Of course, set pieces are so important in the game now that it will be defined, like this game will be defined by little margins, fine margins, So at the end of the day, we need to focus on attacking set piece and defensive set piece, and we need to execute it as best as we can, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Jordan, are you the captain? And the say as the oldest player, I will work up on Ghana. No, now it's a responsibility to be done. So what can set pieces once say and a Jordan so the name by I feel Gideon Mensah and so a dream our blasters den Gideon so in question some more the Ghana for ahead of the England game.
Very good. We feel very good, very confident. Obviously, because we've had already 3 points in our first game. So this is a game that we're going in. It's like we're going in with our free minds, free heads, and then I'm ready to compete against the names that you just mentioned. I mean, this is not something new for us. Some of the boys, some of the boys have been playing in England. I've played against a couple of the players also in the England team. So I mean, it's not something that is really pushing us to shake or anything. It's just something that motivates us to do more.
And on the defensive side, on your flank, you could potentially face either Madueke or Saka. Is there an opportunity that you're relishing?
It's me as a footballer. I dream to play against most of the best players in the game, and then coming against players like this is like it's a dream for me. I see myself to be a player for big games and big players. So it's time for me to also shine and wherever like people are tipping them to be the favorites and whatnot, but then I'm trying to make sure that after the game the news is going to change around it.
And just one on the set pieces, England are very strong on that. Has there been particular attention to it?
Yeah, I think it's not just England. Every game that we go into, we take every aspect of the game very serious. Set pieces, the gameplay, wherever, and then we see that they are very strong with. They're very aggressive in the box. When they're attacking and stuff like that. But I think, like you said, we are ready for it. We've been working towards it, and I think we're gonna make sure that nothing happens.
We Gideon Mensah say so on the big name players. Asia kind no. Wabase or Bobo no yibibi Ediama or Mano. Na Brandon Thomas Asante, a branch we Ubekaya, Jane Panama game no, nani influence, was through papa. Brandon, answer DNA.
Well, it's tournament football, so there's always a balance between recovering from the last game and the travel and everything, and also preparing for the next game. So we've started to have a look and put our minds to the different challenge that we're going to face, and how we're going to use our resources and our team and everything to the best ability. We back ourselves, we believe in ourselves. Whether people on the outside they doubt us, they believe or anything, that's not what we think about. We think about why we're here. We're on a mission, and yeah, it means that there's no pressure. It's even less pressure for us in the sense of we like that a lot of people, even we know that our fans believe, but we know that some people they might want to overlook us, and we use that to our advantage of preparing properly and believing that we can go and do something. Yeah, it gives us a lot of confidence. We understand in a lot of major tournaments sometimes the first game hasn't gone to plan, so to get that right is a big positive and a big confidence boost. And with that, we know that we can allow ourselves to be free to chase after more good results, chase after more points, and we believe we can do something. So it's a positive feeling out of the first game. A lot of people got minutes into the legs, and of course we didn't. That having those minutes as well is good because you can build match fitness. So we're feeling good. Yeah, I mean, I was speaking to someone last night, a dear friend, and just saying, I'm very relaxed and I'm very excited because I'm walking in an answered prayer to be able to wear this jersey. Even everything's a blessing, everything's a privilege, and with that, when I step onto the field, to take in the environment, the occasion, the fans, even this is where I want to be on the best stage in world football. That's where I believe I've always wanted to be and believe that I can make it to. So there's no reason to feel anything but confidence, joy, and I'm going to play from that place. And I believe that will allow me, with my hunger, my determination, my pride for the Black Stars to perform. And I believe we're going to do that as a team.
Thomas Brandon Asante was you hungry or you determined for success. Our Black Stars team no gidi say ebe farmer no Pepe omranche as a confidence no was through.
Of course there be ameka say una ujina kono. That's the only thing you can do. You player near bebuza na England there when the mom pay ofie near head. No, you can't do that. Ti ba bi omujande of the penny. Ne kan there on can again a gamer. So training. I've watched the Panama game again. Steve Machada transfer review. Conform boy, Papa. I'm commenting. Machada transfer. Game no pa. There be a football. Papa. You involved in it because I was running commentary. You are just interested in a born while communicating.
And when
I
sat they did not score
and watch the game. And I can tell you, sir, Panama team now with only one top striker like player now Brandon. And no more Hurricane. Or more any of the top strikers in the walk up game of the quarter dada. Before 90+4 now, no. If they had a clinical forward, if they had an